and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
Happy holidays and Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
We're getting there. We have fun. Yeah. Mine's so comfortable, I keep forgetting I even have it on my head. And I was like, oh yeah. But we do have fun together. I hope you all are really having a really good December. And we're going to be watching Toy Story 3 today.
Yay.
We love Toy Story. The first two were great. And this one, I get the movies confused. And I think I saw parts of this one, but I'll let you know at the end. Yeah. I know you guys haven't.
No, we have not seen this
at all.
I didn't even know they had a 3.
Yeah. And I think there's a 4th one too. I think that just came out as well onto disc and digital. So that I'm sure we're going to be seeing in the near future. But I love the menu so far because we have Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head. We see the aliens walking by with Legos or something.
He doesn't have his angry eyes on.
No angry eyes.
I see Jessie in there too.
Oh yeah, they have like a little TV in the background. You can see the different characters.
There's Andy.
But yeah, I love Woody.
Yeah.
Andy's so cute,
Yeah,
and
cute.
I love Woody. Buzz, I think, is my favorite. I love Tim Allen too.
Yeah. How about Ham?
Yes, Ham is cute. I love Rex.
Yes.
He's so
Rex.
nervous. His little arms.
That's so cute.
It's so adorable. But yeah, so I don't know what's going to happen in this one. I'm assuming another crazy adventure. Someone's going to get lost and they're going to have to save the day.
Save him, yeah.
Save that person, save that toy.
Whoever.
Buzz Lightyear.
Maybe we'll learn.
People lose their sheep or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, right? Toy Story 3. Oh, God, it's on
Oh
him.
my gosh. Andy.
Aww.
Molly, stay out of my room.
I get the Corvette.
Andy,
I get the Corvette.
Like what? Mom, no one's gonna want those old toys. They're junk.
Oh no.
You have till Friday.
Oh my god, I'm too nostalgic. I would have everything in the attic.
Oh. Separate.
College.
Oh,
boy.
they're Buzz away.
Oh my goodness.
I love how he knows all that.
What's the point?
Oh, no, they're not in there.
Oh no.
It's everybody. Okay, I was going to say there's no way they do that.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Come on.
They should have tried a way to go back to the attic.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They didn't
Don't you
know.
know this box is being donated?
I need to figure out what's best for everyone.
Oh
Uh-oh.
boy.
New toys!
Aww.
The claw.
Oh my god.
That's great.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice leg
Oh,
works.
oh my goodness.
He's gonna rush it
Oh,
through.
Oh no! See that going? Whoa, it's on the track.
He's gonna see him in the mirror.
Oh, God. I was
Oh
like, how do
my
you
God.
explain that?
He's out. Oh my
Okay,
god.
good.
Hey, whoa, he's lucky there.
Oh gee.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Oh boy. No.
Come to Papa!
Be careful, oh, here they come.
Oh, he put his helmet on.
Wow.
Poor Rex.
Oh, poor.
Where are the teachers?
Oh.
Oh, he's gonna tea.
Oh, Mr. Prickle Pants, we have a
Little
gift.
pants. Oh my god. Whoa.
That was pretty creative.
Oh my god.
She seems like a fun kid.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
poor
gosh.
Slinky.
Aw.
Oh, God. Hopefully it's not permanent.
Oh, what is this?
Watercolor.
What? Oh my god.
He's so good.
Oh god.
What teamwork.
Spot on.
Oh, they put him on the spot.
Interrogation.
Yeah.
I demand to talk to Lotso.
Put him back in the timeout chair.
Oh my god.
I'll
Oh
see
my
what's
god. That's
with him one good eye.
that was good.
Wait, he's looking in the attic.
Oh, he's gonna see the truth.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh, the demo.
Oh boy.
Aw.
He's such a mean bear.
Actually, we're through.
Barbie, I did.
Good for you, Barbie.
Here's Barbie.
Aw.
Do to him.
You're gonna lie about it.
Get a good night's rest.
That's just a dinosaur toy down the street. That's nothing. Let me just
Oh my god.
Just a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Oh.
Appropriate
Who's playing the
for-
harmonica?
Yeah.
Destructor room.
Whoa.
Oh,
Rex.
oh, Jesse.
Oh my goodness.
Your real problem's the monkey.
Oh, it's a creepy monkey.
Oh my
The
goodness.
bloodshot eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, get rid of the monkey and get the keys.
Yeah. Easy. Oh.
It's gonna turn around fast. Ooh,
Oh, God.
As long as you keep
Oh,
it
take
there.
that thing out.
No fighting. Break it up.
Yeah, that's funny.
It never gets old. Oh, because he doesn't have his body?
She's gone now. Oh,
no more
oh,
games.
good.
Oh, good.
Lotso do to Buzz.
Oh, Barbie, those were vintage.
I love the way she tapped him.
Where's that manual?
I heard that, yeah.
Oh no, bread.
Oh,
bird.
shoot. It's gonna fly away with you. Oh, no. Oh!
Well, that's just great.
Bitácora espacial. Me he despertado del
It's like fancy now.
Yes.
What took you so long?
Oh my god, it's like a cucumber. Oh my
Oh, that's funny.
god. Oh my god.
Oh, keeping watch.
Oh.
Oh no.
Get the baby.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
This is a rose.
I love Woody how he runs. I just love that.
He's so angry.
That's how I run in real life.
Not all at once.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
I think he said all at once.
Of course, all at once.
Of course.
Oh no, Fuzzy was there.
You lost, little doggy?
Throw him in the garbage.
Oh.
Mama.
Oh,
Mommy, man, waiting to be thrown away. That's
yeah.
all a toy is.
so hateful.
You'd be thrown in the trash yourself there.
Took it too far.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get the raspberries.
Come on, hurry.
He's gonna get caught.
Oh, no! No, no, what a no.
Grab him.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, they're all in it.
oh, look at it. Oh, oh no.
Oh, not Buzz.
That wasn't me, was it?
He's back.
Back to normal.
I'm stuck.
He's gonna sabotage you.
Yeah.
Grab something metal. Just tell him. Just tell him.
He's a good man.
I can see daylight. We're gonna be okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. No. Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Emergency stop.
Where's your kid now, Sheriff?
Oh, what a
boy,
jerk.
he's so bad.
Oh,
Oh.
Aww. Aw, this
No,
can't be the end.
no, come on, no.
oh it's
Oh, that's
the little guys.
the big.
You're
Oh,
right.
yeah.
The cloud. Yay. Good job, guys. It's the hold your hand.
Holding. No.
Daddy.
Watch Barbie and Ken too. I'm like,
Yeah, whatever.
Your own little cage.
yeah, right.
Oh, it's a nice ending.
That's good,
Fantastic.
yeah.
What do you write?
Oh, we
Okay.
get to that little girl's house.
Girls. Oh,
Yeah.
So I need someone really special to play with.
oh, that's so cute. Aw.
Yeehaw! Here.
Oh, what a great presentation too.
Yes,
Who they are.
That's cute, yeah. Oh, look at, oh, that's so cute.
There's a snake in my boot.
Aw.
Oh.
Aw,
Oh,
see,
yeah.
that's such an attachment.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
cute.
that's
yeah.
big,
I was
yeah.
hoping that would happen. Okay, it's bittersweet for him, but it's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
But it's the
I
right
know they were
choice.
really
It is
loved.
the right choice,
Yeah.
very much so.
And they're all
They're in a
together.
good place.
And they're loved by a
Yeah,
child.
that's right.
Cool and groovy. Oh, it's all positive now.
Oh, that's
God,
great.
okay.
They're both there.
He took over.
Nice handwriting.
Good job, Pen.
Yeah, right.
It's good. It's a fun ending.
It is good.
It's fantastic.
Oh, this is. Oh my goodness.
Yay!
That was a great ending.
Yeah, that was good.
I love the
Oh.
post-credit scenes, and that really kind of wrapped it up. They're having
That's
fun.
good.
They're
I love
happy.
Oh, that is great.
We'll
That
leave
was
it running just in
fantastic.
case if they have another, cutscene at the end. But what did you guys think?
That
Oh, it's wonderful.
Fantastic.
It's really fun. Oh, yes.
What a beautiful
Fabulous.
movie.
Oh,
fantastic.
that was really great.
I know we enjoyed the
loved
first
everything.
two. I want to say this one's my favorite
Oh,
one.
it is.
I know the first one
Definitely.
was like my favorite, but this is like
Yeah,
right
this is-
there, if
Mhm.
not
It's
better.
really
Yes.
good. Oh, my
Because
God.
I was kind of joking before we started recording, and I kind of thought maybe this would be a repeat. Toy would get lost, and then they tried to find the toy.
It's
But
totally different.
Andy grew up. I didn't expect that so many
Yeah.
years later,
That's really.
being 17.
Yeah.
I know.
My goodness.
I'm
Well,
surprised his
I
sister
love
didn't
it.
want to take any of the toys.
Yeah, it was
I kind
weird.
of thought
was
maybe
weird
she
about
would.
that.
But then when she gave up her Barbie, it was kind of like, well, maybe
Yeah,
not.
Yeah,
But
maybe she just played with her
yeah.
little toys.
I kind of like that she had a Barbie that kind of tagged along. No
Yeah,
choice for
that's
her
right,
because
yeah.
she was getting donated to the daycare. But that was kind of fun to see her and Ken together.
Ken
I thought that was
together, yeah,
hilarious
that's
and
nice.
entertaining.
That was
Oh
hilarious.
my
All the
God.
accessories
Yeah.
and just for laughs. His mansion.
So good.
And I loved how they worked the daycare as being such a monopolized, like a little
my
corrupt
Yeah, like a mob
Right,
thing
right,
or something
yeah.
like all
Yeah.
messed up.
surveillance and
Oh,
bullies
so
and the
good.
poor,
Bullies,
the
yeah.
poor
Yeah.
big baby.
Yeah, and even Lotso and the baby and the clown,
Yeah.
what was his name? Yeah, like
Yes.
they all had a really sad story because,
Yeah.
again, a child abandoned them, but not on purpose. She fell
That's right.
asleep, and, the parents took her home, of course, and they didn't realize the toys were still
That's
there,
right.
and he was replaced because, oh my God, like, if you don't know where the toys are,
That's
like,
right.
Exactly.
half the time they'll go out and replace it with a new toy just to make it
That's
easy,
right. Oh, my
Mm-hmm.
goodness.
And that
So it wasn't her fault.
no.
But it was sad, so you kind of see where Lotso was going, but he stayed bad till
He
the
was
end.
bitter to the end. I thought
did.
maybe
Well,
he might be
he
good
got
now.
his.
Yeah.
In front of a garbage can.
How weird is
all
that,
day
getting
long.
tied
That's
to a
right.
truck like that, the
He
grill?
deserves that.
And they do that. You do see that.
I have seen
Every
things like
once
that
in a
with
while,
Lotso.
you'll
Yeah,
see,
I'll
like
see
their
that.
favorite
That's
like
not gonna last.
mascots.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Hey, I guess if you're traveling a lot and you want to deck out your vehicle in
Make
some
it
way,
your own.
Make it
That's
your
right,
own.
yeah.
You can't afford
Wow.
paint job or something because that's expensive. But I've seen trucks like that,
To have their own
But-
guys little.
That's a way to really get tortured, right? Like
Yeah.
you're tied up and
It was
eating bugs
perfect.
and
This way he's
getting
alive.
splashed by mud and. Ugh. But I loved all the toys
Yeah,
in
I did
this. Like, I'm
too.
so happy we just concentrated mainly on the ones we know.
Yes.
And they grew so much. Like, they were such a family together.
Yeah, they were.
And it was perfect because he's older, so he did thin out over the years
Yes.
his toys, so that
Yeah.
made sense to have. So it was a perfect mesh, you know.
Yeah, and
That's
it
right,
makes
yeah.
sense. It's
Yeah.
so understandable.
Yeah.
Growing up, you get rid of a lot of your toys. Either you throw them out, you give them
Yeah.
away. You know, and I like how they covered all those options, like selling them on eBay, stuff like that. But it was sad, but you got it. Like, you're like, yes, that makes sense. Of course, you're going to not have as many toys. But even Bo Peep wasn't there, and that was Woody's love in the first and the second one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she's gone. So I'm glad they actually said that. I know she was a main-ish character, so I was kind of wondering where she was in the beginning when they were all having their meeting. But even, what was his name, Weezer, Squeaker, because he was a big deal last movie.
He had his broken Weezer for his broken wheeze, remember?
Squeaker or something.
Squeaker, yeah.
His broken Weezer.
Yeah, something like that. I know, I keep getting the name messed up. But yeah, so I really loved it. The emotions in this really ran high. And the ending, of course, I'm sure it got you guys too. I can't wait to see what we look like, watching the ending. But it got me when they were in the trash about to be melted, and they just accepted their fate at that point, and they're all holding hands that they're all going to unite and go down as one. So that was so emotional, and then almost got me going. Especially those stairs, the long stairs up close, face shots of them just staring at each other. Of course, with Andy actually playing with his toys again at the end. That was a great transition.
That was fantastic.
I thought that was a wonderful, perfect transition.
Really great, yes.
Instead of just giving them to her, he presented the toys properly and explained who they were and what they do, how he played with them. So again, not that he knows they're alive, but now they can have the same experience they had with Andy.
Right, she can run with her imagination with them.
And it seems like she has a good one. She likes ghosts and hauntings and stuff. I'd be like, oh, I'm scared. But she seems like a really good kid. And it got me at the end when Andy was going to his car and he was struggling leaving them. And of course, Woody was his main toy. And when she is holding Woody's hand up to wave to him and he went, like, I was like, oh no, and that's like triggered me. And I was like, oh no. But it was such a good scene. Like the whole.
That got me too.
The whole scene was perfectly done.
It was fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah. And it was sad, but it was a very happy, sad moment. But that's what happens in life, It's like you got to move on. You have to keep going forward. Life does change. You grow up and you have more responsibility and different priorities. And a lot of people do end up putting their toys in the attic and stuff. I know I still have toys here.
She still has toys here.
It was so funny when his mom was telling him to clean out and putting it organized. And she said, okay, attic goes in the box, garbage goes in the garbage bag, and he totally didn't listen to his mom. He puts the computer down and he puts the toys he wants in the garbage bag. So
exactly,
I
love how
so funny how he wasn't really listening.
And not all teenagers, but I know we've all been there, but it's like you get a little sarcastic and, like everything's annoying, like you're being told what to do, or please just do this, and your parents are nagging.
I know.
Well, we all lived through that, so we all had those experiences, but I love how they kept him still like a good kid, like he wasn't very fresh, because we remember him as a boy, and you can change a lot, but he stayed kind of in that same personality, but he was just a lot more mature and still had those annoying moments, where he just didn't want to hear his mom because it was just too much or overwhelming or whatever. But so then he wasn't listening and doing that, but he still cared about his toys. But him not paying attention caused all that mayhem, Oh, sure. But I do like how they added that in there.
Yeah, that
so we can all relate to it.
It was great.
I think it's so funny how all the toys, even though they care for each other, I think it's so funny how they always turn on Woody, because Woody always tries to guide them, and they're like, okay, and then when the bad thing happens, they full on don't trust Woody. He's lying again until they find out, oh yeah, no, you were right all along. But I'm glad Miss Potato Head, lost her eye and was able to see that Andy was upset. Perfect timing at the attic. That was good. Yeah, I think everything that they showed in this was well timed and it was easy to follow and it was entertaining all the way through.
Yeah, it was good with Jessie and Buzz Lightyear.
I love that. I think that's my favorite. I didn't realize how much I was going to love that. Yeah,
it's really good.
Because at the beginning when we started seeing something there, I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay, and then the whole Spanish thing killed me.
I
like Spanish
so
Buzz.
hard.
So dramatic and romantic and just so confident.
Keep it in there for more than 5 seconds.
That's right.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I love that so much. Yeah, I was laughing the whole time, squealing. I'm like, oh man. And Buzz deserves it, and now they're all together, and so they're going to be happy.
Good thing Jessie was there, because when they were in the garbage going down to the chute, I don't think he could understand English, so he just focused on Jesse.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know, he's
Yes.
I love that. And I really thought there was going to be a rivalry thing there with the cowboy. The cowboy.
yes,
I'm like, don't make it like that
That's
again.
right,
Like,
right.
No, I
there's
know.
always
That
some
was
kind of
great because then he
conflict.
opened the door. He was trying to show off in front of Jesse, so he opened the door for them to go down the chute.
That's good.
That was great.
Yeah, the
Oh
humor
my
and everything
gosh,
in this
that's
is so
very good.
perfect. Yeah. And Lotso, were you guys surprised about Lotso being bad? Did you think he was a good bear? Were you kind of like...
I was
Yeah,
skeptical
yeah,
at first
yeah.
because it was just too sweet. Like,
Yeah.
is it really going to be
Yeah.
fun?
What did you think,
I don't
Mom?
know. At the beginning, I
At
thought
the
he was
beginning,
great.
I thought he was going to be a good bear, but then as they got,
You
not
weren't suspicious at all or anything? You
Not
kinda-
then, no.
Yeah.
But later
He seemed
on
like
it
a
was.
nice bear. He
Yeah,
seemed
I
really
thought so,
friendly.
yeah.
You know?
All the toys were
Happy,
swarming around him
yeah.
and helping him out, so it seemed like he was a nice bear.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I did not see this movie, but it was on TV a few times, and I did know at some point that he was bad.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just
Aw.
remember like toys being scared of him and
Yeah.
then running away, but I didn't sit down to watch it. And
Uh-huh.
again, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I never would sit there and watch movies unless we went to the theaters, but I was always like
Yeah.
watching cartoon stuff. Hence, I didn't watch this one though. I just missed out on a lot of stuff
Yeah.
because I'm always doing art projects and I just don't sit and focus on a movie until
And we
we
just
started
never
doing
watched
this.
movies
So
either.
yeah, and I did see a
Yeah.
scene or something where he seemed like not a nice bear. It was interesting because he's a bright pink cuddly bear, and you're like, oh,
I
he's
know. It's just so
Yeah.
opposite.
But they have these traumatic stories because all
That's
toys want to be loved by kids.
That's right. I feel bad for the baby.
Yeah, they did a good job with the baby.
So-
A little creepy because he's, warned a little bit and, he doesn't have his clothes anymore and he
yeah.
still has the baby talk and everything.
Yeah.
But I love how they made him the muscle.
Yeah, right.
Like this
Yeah.
innocent baby is like the muscle because he's
Muscle,
bigger.
yeah,
And just,
yeah.
I thought it was so heartbreaking because he missed his mama and then he had the automated mama come out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Aw."
Aw.
But Lotso was so jealous because he was the only one who was
That's
replaced and he didn't care. He was so selfish. He's like, it's all of us. It's all of us. He couldn't be alone in it. Like, so he took
He was
people
getting
down
so
with him.
hateful.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glad he didn't do a 360 and just been like, you saved my life. I'll save you.
I thought maybe he might push the button at the end, but
Right.
Yeah.
Because he could have, espionage them when they went to get the golf club. He could have grabbed it and went on his own.
Yeah.
You know?
I thought the whole thing was filled with golf clubs. So I was like, why wasn't, I didn't
Yeah.
want to focus on that, you know,
Yeah.
because there was a bunch on him.
I just thought he
but
was
yeah,
gonna-
I thought he was going to push him away. or
At
something.
any moment, he would have done it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go against them. But
Yeah, and it shows how heroic Woody and Buzz are. Like, Woody just jumped right in to save him, and then Buzz was
Yes.
backing him up, no
They
problem,
could,
like, no
so that-
hesitation. Like,
yeah.
right when his friend was in, he's like, I'm in too. So I love their relationship and how far they've come on really caring for each other and, like, brothers, and they just will be there through thick and thin. So I love how they really paid attention to that in this movie, and they
That's
kept
good.
bringing those parts in where anyone that was at risk, they'd all jump in,
they
and certain
all,
characters
it
would
was all
focus on others
teamwork.
and
And
help
they
each
all
other.
had, choreographed
That's
parts
right.
to do to get
That
out
was
of things.
fun.
Yeah.
Them escaping.
They
The
were
daycare.
all teamwork.
Yes,
It was
that was
great.
Sunnyside,
yeah.
I love
That
that
was
because it was
truly-
pretty
Oh my God.
complicated.
Oh,
And it was weird with Mr. Potato Head when he was a PETA thing.
Oh
like, that
my
was
God.
so bizarre, but
Right.
that was creative.
That was- and then the pigeon.
Yeah, that was great. I thought when he got split, I'm like, well, now he's going to hobble or whatever, but I'm like, maybe he could be more helpful now because now he can.
And then he was
Split
a
himself up.
cucumber or a pickle or something.
Yeah, that was funny.
that
He's like,
was
oh, you're so
great.
thin and
That was
tall. I thought we could do that in real life, right?
That's right.
But that was a
Sorry,
smart
we
way to
can't.
go about it, I love how
Yeah.
they use the toys
My
to the best
gosh.
of their abilities,
Good
like the
imagination.
potato heads.
So
like,
imaginative.
all
Right
the
from the
extra
beginning,
parts.
when we watched the beginning, right in the beginning when
You really
know,
think
with
outside the
Andy's-
box, because
Yeah.
they're toys, so they could do a lot more stuff than people can do, And I can't get over Woody's run. I freaking love his run. How he flails.
His shoes
He's
are so heavy
light.
and his hands are so heavy.
And he's just all
His
over the
claws
place. I think
are
that's the
little.
best, And he's like a little
Perfect.
acrobat the way he gets into things, and even Buzz. Buzz is like sturdy and powerful. I know they're all toys, but like he always has that thing about him where he's just like always like ready to do some kind of crazy stunt, and he's always like flying in some way.
Yeah,
and just
my
And
like,
even
grab his
Jessie, when
shoe.
she's running, her arms are like
My
whack
God, yeah.
because they're so heavy.
yeah, that's true. Like,
Gosh, yeah.
I love how they pay attention to that. And even Rex, it's almost like he's a stiff toy. So he like runs like he's
got the short
moving like
arms,
this. Like a person's actually holding it like that.
Exactly. Right.
So they're bringing back the same jokes that is about that character, so I like how none of that's forgotten. I still want to know, I feel bad about Bo Peep that she had like, that was it. She was given away, but that's what happens with toys.
And plus he was a boy, and he probably was like, oh, I'm so done with it.
And that would make sense why, I mean, I'm
not
sure
to say that boys can play with dolls.
Absolutely.
This particular boy did not.
Yes. Yeah, he was definitely more boyish. He loved his cowboy. But he also has Jessie, but that's his favorite show or favorite theme.
Yes.
The beginning of this was a lot of fun.
Amazing. I loved it.
It was very good.
I love it because here we
Potato
see
Head
like
was
this
the bad
movie
guy.
quality scenario happening where they're actually in character. These toys are in character. And you're watching a movie of them, and it's like risky, and they're endangering lives, and you know it's Andy's imagination, and that's what he's seeing, and then we see right afterwards him playing and smashing things, and I thought that was great on how they did that. It was exciting, and even Buzz, like, you have all these mixed genres coming together. He lifts up the train.
And Mr. Potato Head with the aliens helping with the...
I know, they had the Barbie car or whatever, the pink
Oh
car. Yeah, they mixed everything together, and then they had the quotes too, like Woody kept quoting what he usually quotes, so dramatically, and I like it how like he had Jessie and Woody working together with Bullseye running after the train. So I loved how they started the film. I thought that was great. That was one of my favorite scenes, and the ending was so emotionally just perfect.
That was one of my other favorite scenes too.
Yeah,
great ending.
And then the dancing and
that
Buzz being Spanish.
That was good.
That was perfect. Just like, I don't know what you're saying, but I really like it. I know there is a Toy Story 4, so I knew Woody would be okay, and I think I've seen a commercial with Buzz in it too. I wasn't freaking out when they were in the, the last part in the garbage. Going down to get melted. So I thought that they had to survive. I wasn't sure if some were going to fall in or not, but again, I thought that was a really good moment. Like, I felt really bad for them there. I know we all did. I'm like, they can't end it like that. Like, that's really sad, and it's a kid's movie, so I'm kind of like, don't do that.
Maybe they'll bring it back to Sunnyside, because if now they're with the little girl, mom works there.
Hey, maybe they can visit
them. Maybe they'll go back. You never know. Afterwards, maybe they can get a better room. And I know all kids need toys, but especially with the potato heads, with those little kids, I'm like, oh my god, they're going to choke on those parts. But that was the whole point. They're like sticking it up their nose and everything. And I'm like, oh my god, that's so bad. But it should have been,
they need more appropriate toys there. But maybe if they ever go visit or want to be with those kids, they can go to the ones that actually care about those toys, go to the older crowd.
I remember when Mr. Potato Head first came out.
Yeah.
We had the fresh potatoes. We didn't have...
Oh, you had fresh potatoes?
Yes, they didn't have the... they
didn't
just
have
had the
plastic?
accessories, that's all. And you had fresh vegetables and things. You had...
Oh, that's great.
Oh, weird. That's so cool.
Let's play with your food, except with Potato Head.
Yeah. When it first came out.
How funny.
Then they added the body later.
Did you guys know about that? I didn't know about that.
I'm old, so that's
She's
why.
Wise.
She loved Mr. Potato Head, I'm sure.
I was playing.
Did we even have potato heads growing up? I don't even know.
Yes,
definitely.
I don't really remember that. Yeah.
I had mostly
You
Army.
didn't have fresh
I was an
potatoes,
Army
so
man.
you
I never had Barbie.
Oh,
I have so many brothers.
I was funny because with all their brothers, I was such a tomboy growing up, and I didn't have Barbies.
No.
I might have had a Barbie, but then I never played with it.
Why?
We
always.
Oh, I did have a Rainbow Bright. Oh my god! So story really quick. So I had a Rainbow Bright doll. It was like yay big. I was so, of course, really young, but and I still love a lot of toys. So I'm not defending that at all because I love it. Still a kid, but anyways, I had a Rainbow Bright doll. It was like a hard head and soft body, and I have a twin brother, Tom, and we always got along very well, and I always played with like action figures like Ghostbusters. I had Ninja Turtles, so this was like my first doll that I actually liked. I used to watch a show too, remember, like Sprites and stuff.
Yeah.
And anyways, like Tom and I were just like goofing off with that toy and playing with other action figures, and something happened where he knocked it against the furniture, and I laughed. It just caught me funny, and so he was like, oh, and he thought he liked how I laughed, so he hit it again, and I laughed harder, and then he really swung it back and hit it so hard against my dresser, and the head popped off, like the soft body hard head.
How that happened.
It just popped off, and I started laughing. I remember his face, and he was just like, I laughed, like I did one like, ha! And then I started crying. Like, I bawled my eyes out, and he was mortified. I saw his face fall. And Mom came in, and she was like, "What'd you do?" And he was so mortified. And I just pointed at Tom, and I was crying because I couldn't even say it because he broke my toy that I liked. But that was funny. I don't know. I was funny until it wasn't. Yeah, but like Ninja Turtles, Ghostbusters, they were like my favorite.
My Little Pony.
You did have I did have a few of those too. But I really did love my action figures. We had a lot of those.
I had Army Men. I had outdoor toys.
Oh, those little green men, yeah.
Absolutely. And I didn't care. The Safari. We had the Safari.
That's fun.
High school.
I was really into cutting up clothes and making costumes. I was really big into that. We were always superheroes. I was always the sidekick.
Draw, you know.
Yeah, I love drawing and everything, but I would always be the sidekick, and Tom would always be the main guy. So he would be like Batman, and I'd be Robin. Remember, I used to cut up my black socks and stuff and shorts, and I used to just like make masks and run around outside all day. Like that was
the beginning.
The beginning of it all. That was a very long time. I was very young then, yeah, and it started. Since I could start cutting up stuff.
She was allowed to use scissors.
Yeah.
She was cutting.
So this is a great movie for kids. It's so great for adults too, because I really enjoyed it. I know you guys really did. I heard you guys laughing a lot.
It. Mm-hmm. Absolutely loved it.
I'm curious what you guys think about this movie too, and what movie do you like of Toy Story the best? We haven't seen the fourth one yet, so please no spoilers there. But I honestly usually say I like the first one the best. But
this
is
right up there.
Right there, yeah.
You guys don't have to agree with me at all, but this is my favorite.
I absolutely loved it. The second one I liked a lot, but it was a little bit more darker, you know. Like
it was
Toy
good.
Story. It was very good, yes.
But third is my favorite, first is my second favorite, and then I'm going to say second one. But I love Jesse's character, and I love them, but I just like the feel in this one, like the more adventure and all the different emotions playing because you have so much going on and just Andy growing up. What a big step is that.
I know.
And even seeing the dog, like it's so many years later, but still like, you're constantly reminded that everyone's older. And even his sister is older now too. You know, she was a little baby, so it's just kind of crazy to see that because you always just think, not always, but you kind of think it's a cartoon, so they're going to stay the same age and it's not going to change, but life changes. So I like how they have that lesson in there. Mm-hmm. You know, you move on and things can still be good and you make good choices like Andy did at the end. I thought that was nice that he did that instead of them living up in the attic.
The one thing that was a little disappointing is they really cleaned out his whole room. Like, he is going to come home to visit. You know, he's going to have...
I didn't clean out your whole room.
Maybe he just had too many toys and stuff. They're like, all right,
but even the bedspread, like everything.
Like,
usually the bedspread, you keep, all the bedding and all that. You keep some stuff, but it was
He's
gone.
like, I'm out. Maybe to really just put it in your face, like, this is it.
Well, he did take the car, so maybe he went really far.
Maybe. He wants to take everything with him. I remember that, though. We used to bring so much stuff to college all the time. We'd cram the car full.
Yeah, he could hardly shut the hatchback.
That's how we were, It's like everything will fit. Yeah, like a small dorm or something, and it's like you just managed to fill it up completely and even like transferred it back to the car. You're like, you add more stuff to it, and you're like, holy crap, I can't believe I have this much stuff. Yeah. I think we'll end it there. Great movie.
Fantastic.
Really sad, but I am happy, and I love the ending credits because that really helped tie it together and make it a little better, a little easier to, accept it,
Exactly.
But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Definitely thumbs up.
It was
thumbs up.
fantastic.
Spanish Buzz! Woo!
Yeah.
That was great.